KIFAFA. This is the Swahili word for epilepsy. Epilepsy is a common chronic neurological disorder that is characterized by recurrent unprovoked seizures, a chronic affliction the indigenous people fear more than any other illness. In 1960, Dr. Louise Jilek-Aall founded an epilepsy clinic among the Wapagoro tribal people of the Mahenge Mountains in Tanzania. The Wapagoro people believe KIFAFA to be caused by witchcraft and angry ancestral spirits for the breaking of tribal laws. As a result, the sufferers of KIFAFA are discriminated against and neglected, feared and shunned even by their own families. They live a miserable existence of humiliation, in many cases leading to depression and death. The Mahenge Epilepsy Clinic has changed the attitude around KIFAFA by providing education and modern treatment. Dr. Louise Jilek-Aall has brought hope and an opportunity for change to the Wapagoro people.
When I had finished my degree in medicine in 1958, I decided to go to Africa, since I had always been fascinated with that continent, to work in a rural area and work for the Catholic mission, because they had spread out many stations in Ulanga district. One of the places I went to was in the Mahenge Mountains, where the Wapagoro people are. And there I found, to my astonishment, that many of the people, much more than usual, had epilepsy. They came to the clinic because of terrific burns, because they live with fire, which they use for cooking, and they had a tendency to fall into the fire. And people are so afraid of epilepsy that they would run away and leave them there in the fire. So I thought the suffering by the people with epilepsy was so terrific that I decided I would try to treat them, because treatment in itself is not so difficult. But I understood that I would have to take the whole family in, so that they would understand the treatment, because the patient would have to be on medication regularly for years to come. And that's how the Mahenge Epilepsy Clinic started.
Over the next 50 years, the Norwegian-born doctor spent her time educating and providing treatments for the epilepsy patients and their families. Time spent between her home in Canada and the clinic in Tanzania allowed Dr. Louise to research and connect with others who began to understand the debilitating effect this condition was having on the Wapagoro people. In 1989, Tanzanian neurologist Dr. Riza confirmed what Dr. Louise Jilek-Aall had discovered 30 years earlier, that the prevalence of epilepsy in the Mahenge region was at least 10 times higher than what is known in Western countries. The need for an ongoing clinic and medicine to help the people was crucial, and in 1990 the Mahenge Epilepsy Clinic was reorganized and expanded.
The clinic had grown considerably, and we made a 3 years research without being able to really see why there was so much more epilepsy there than in other places. It took me all the way to 1992 to go back with a team of colleagues from UBC, because we wanted to see whether we could understand why there is so much epilepsy in Tanzania. But I had a suspicion that a certain worm, filaria, probably had something to do with epilepsy, because it seemed that nearly all the people with epilepsy had that disease also. I went down again with a team from Austria and Germany, and we made an in-depth field research, and we indeed found some indication that this worm might be the reason. But we ran out of money, and now we are again starting to try to get another research team to go into more specific studies.
The purpose of the Mahenge Epilepsy Clinic is to educate and provide resources and medical treatment to those suffering from epilepsy. Dr. Louise has done much to improve the quality of life for both the epilepsy patients and their families. This purpose and desire has led Dr. Louise to partner with the local Catholic Church in funding a rehabilitation project for recovering patients. Patients are able to obtain jobs in reforestation and vegetable gardening. This has proven to be a success, as epileptic patients under treatment have recovered and are able to hold jobs and earn an income. This project has also given prestige to the KIFAFA sufferers and boosted the people's self-esteem. To ensure the impacting effect of this work continues, the Mahenge Epilepsy Clinic is embarking on a new journey to carry on the legacy that Dr. Louise Jilek-Aall started 50 years earlier. This is an opportunity for individuals to partner with us in establishing micro-enterprise projects, developing a clean water supply, long-term education, and reforestation projects, along with striving to improve the medical care of the epilepsy patients. Join our team of committed individuals from across Canada and around the globe to carry on the Mahenge legacy and expand the aid to both epilepsy patients and the community.
Communities are not so afraid of epilepsy anymore, and the quality of life for the people with epilepsy has improved considerably, and there are no outcasts anymore.